Hi, my name is Melissa Toomey, and I will be your sexy hair educator for today. First off, I would like to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to come and further your education. And who better to bring it to you than Sexy Hair? Our main focus at Sexy Hair is education. We are here to push you, the stylist, to your utmost potential, and that will help you to become the best that you can be behind the chair. A little bit about Sexy Hair. Sexy Hair is known worldwide for our famous Big Red Can of Hairspray. Sexy Hair is one of the fastest growing companies in the beauty industry. We sell our products within the professional beauty industry market. Sexy Hair can be found in over 60,000 licensed salons and can be found in over 49 countries around the world. So within Sexy, we have a line to fit whatever your hair need may be. Now we have taken the guesswork out of our products. Everything says what it does and it does what it says, which makes it very consumer friendly and stylist friendly. We have many lines within Sexy Hair. So we have our Big Sexy, which you're gonna think volume. We have our Blonde Sexy for our blonde bombshells. We have our Healthy Sexy line, which is what I like to call the family line. It's good for all hair types. We have our Curly Sexy for our curly girls. Smooth Sexy for our dense, coarse hair or anybody who's had a chemical straightening treatment done to their hair. We have Vibrant Sexy Hair, which helps maintain the vibrancy of your color for up to 10 weeks. I use this a lot on my unicorn colored hair, my redheads, and anybody who wants to keep the longevity of their color. One of our newer additions is our Strong Sexy line. Strong Sexy is ideal for undoing damage that has been done to the hair. It is the perfect marriage of moisture and protein to help rebuild the hair after excessive bleaching, coloring, etc. Our newest addition is our Long Sexy line, and that's great for regular long hair, but that's also great for extensions, which I love that we have put something in that addresses that issue. And then our Style Sexy line. Our Style Sexy line has products that will custom meet your hair needs. A little bit of everything for anybody when it comes to the final styling. So today what we're going to focus on is Structure and Motion. Structure and Motion is Sexy Hair's unique cutting system that incorporates all 5 hair cutting movements in one fluid motion. Our body positioning is based loosely on Tai Chi movements, so that keeps our body healthy and it helps us have a longevity behind the chair. Now let's take a second to look at the 5 movements of hair cutting. So our 5 movements of hair cutting are finger angle. So finger angle is the angle which your fingers sit and you will be removing the hair from the head. So you can have a 45-degree finger angle out. That is going to allow for graduation. You can have a 90-degree finger angle out. That's going to remove and cause flat collapsing layers. Or you can have finger angle in towards the head. Finger angle out. And that is going to help you, one more time. Or you can have your finger angle down away from the head, and that is going to allow you to remove the most hair. So you're essentially removing the most weight. So that's finger angle. Next we have in and out. In and out is nothing more than the point of where your shears enter and you start cutting and where they exit when you finish cutting. Okay? Next is lateral direction. Lateral direction is either moving the hair from where it is growing to the left or to the right, which is going to help maintain length in the opposite direction. Then we have elevation. Elevation is how we're moving the hair, how we're holding it from the head, where it lives on the head. Anything from 0 to 90 degrees is going to give you graduation. Anything from 90 to 180 degrees is going to give you layering. Then within sexy hair, we utilize a lot over direction. Now, over direction is anything beyond the 180 degrees. So in over direction, it is allowing us to maintain length and density on the opposite side. And we can custom that going around the head shape. The farther into over direction you go, the more density, roundness, and length that we are maintaining on the opposite side. Okay? So those were the basic movements. Now we're going to talk a little bit about how we're going to hold our shears during structure and motion. How we're holding our shears is our ring finger and our thumb are barely placed in the handles of your shears. This allows for a full range of motion with minimal strain to your wrists and your elbows. Notice I'm not lifting my elbows, my wrist, everything is staying right here. And because I barely have my fingers in it, that helps. Also, as we're cutting, we are using a technique called incising. Now with incising, we only use this part of our shears. We never fully close our shears. This allows us to build texture as we're moving through the design. So you can customize it by how much. Are you going to do a lot of texture, or are you going to do a little bit of texture? So you're doing this incising motion as you're moving throughout the haircut. Okay. Next, we're going to be cutting with its structure and motion between your fingers and the head shape. Now, when you're cutting between the fingers and your head shape, you are actually utilizing the client's head shape to do a custom haircut that it's for her. So that way no two haircuts are the same. It allows us to move through the angles of a cut as we're cutting and texturize and make it fall perfectly. It also helps us address her texture need, so it helps us adapt to that client's specific head shape, texture, density, and our desired end result. Okay? Now also, when we're cutting, you are going to be anchoring your shears to your fingers. Now when you're anchoring, making sure that those shears don't move from your fingers as you're cutting, you are ensuring a precision haircut. You're going to have more control, and that you're going to have more beautiful results. So there are two basic movements in structure and motion, two basic cutting movements. So you are either going to be cutting up and around the head, which helps us with rounded layers. Now when you're cutting up around your head, your beginning positioning in structure and motion is you will be standing with your feet shoulder width apart. If you're going to be cutting up, you are going to step forward with your right foot, slightly bend your knees, and slightly pivot your body. So it's bringing you eye level to what you're working on. Let me show you how that works. So we're going to be doing up and around. So we're cutting up. So I start with my feet shoulder width apart. I'm cutting up. I'm going to put my right foot forward. I am going to bend at the knees slightly. I am going to pivot my body so it's bringing what I'm cutting to my eye level. My fingers are going to be down, my finger positioning. My shears are going to come in and go up. They're anchored to my fingers. And I am going to start to move up with the head shape, creating those rounded layers that are custom to her head. Our second technique is cutting down and out. Same thing with down and out. It's just gonna switch up your feet a little bit. So if you're left-handed, if you're right-handed, you're gonna follow me. If you're left-handed, you're gonna do the opposite. So here we have down and out. You're gonna take your section of hair. You're gonna stand with your feet shoulder width apart. You are going to step forward with your left foot. You are going to bend your knees, pivot your body slightly. Fingers are going to be up. Shears are going to come up, around, and down, and you will be removing the hair. Now that's going to remove a lot more weight than the cutting up and over is going to. So now I really look forward to, we're going to take a small break and we are going to come back and revisit the long haircut from our 2017 collection. Thank you.